Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Occult Chronicles with me, your host Tim. Let's get back to the adventure of Professor Weird and his attempt to stop the horrible cult of whatever this is from entering our world. That's right, where we left off, we've entered into the cellar. We've spent, actually not quite half the game yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, yeah, half the game, I'm sorry. We spent half the game so far. We are now in the cellar. We have this floor, the basement, and basement level 2. If this quest is like all the other quests, and I have no reason to believe it's not, then what we're looking for is somewhere on the level below this one. Ooh, I like the music here. In basement level 1. The cellar is very different than the house. We won't find many quests here at all. And the few quests we do find are generally solved in the room that we're in as well. Usually it's like defeat a creature, there's some guy they were torturing and something like that here. There's also a ton of traps everywhere down here, and the traps are horrible, kill you traps. I mean, worse than a deep bleeding cut. These things will crush us to death. They're very, very dangerous. The creatures down here are also significantly tougher than anything we fought in before. Foughten? Is that a word? Fought before. Yep. It's go time. I guess we're good to go as well. We've got some good spells, or some decent ones, I guess. And we have the Enlightened lens to power them. So, let's get to this. Also, I embarrassed myself at the last mission, taking out the green slime for no real reward, and wasting one of my 2 very precious, wild cards. Okay. For our clue tokens, what do we have? We're missing probably 2 clue tokens. One of them is a special clue token, similar to the Vampire Slayer kit we had found before. I have no idea where that would be located, though. It's going to be unfortunate, because I plan to walk into this cultist chamber and get it done. A locked dungeon door. You see an old locked dungeon door. There is a worn keyhole right where it belongs, but no sign of a key anywhere. Down here is going to be tricky. Oh, we can chop it down. For some reason, why is our attempt to bash it in better than our attempt to pick the lock? Or is it? I'd argue it is, but chopping it down is the best way to do it. We got the axe. With some effort, you might be able to use the axe to get past a locked door or 2. Let's give it a try. Target level is only 1. So I believe that I had used the sledgehammer in the last, for our Harley Faerun. I believe I used it incorrectly, and I didn't use it at all. I thought it was a one-time use only item on a door, and that is not correct. I think you can use it as many times as you want. So we're going to use our axe here. And we have a good hand draw. King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and a Page of Cups. An Ace of Swords and a 4 of Cups are our 2 lowest cards. We immediately chop it down. Hello, Knight of Cups. You can take my 4. King, good to see you. You can take my 8. And we just get that. Wow, those 2 cards, right? But we still win. Success. The door crashes open. Splinters and a loud noise announce your success in battering down the door. The way lies open now. That's awesome. Even more luck. Ooh, a wine cellar of some sort, huh? We should still keep an eye open for clue tokens. There could be more down here. An abomination of Sigma. So, we're going to get a lot of these, I think, but we'll at least read this one. You have felt like something has been watching you for some time. Several times you have stopped and quickly turned around only to find nothing trailing in your wake. Suddenly, you feel the brush of something against your leg. You turn slowly, and a jolt of fear shoots down your nervous system like a lightning bolt. You stand facing a tentacled creature with glowing, piercing eyes, partially hidden in the shadows. You can feel an unearthly presence that accompanies this strange creature. An aura of elder magic radiates from the creature, and you are very afraid. You struggle to keep a grip on your sanity. The twisting tentacles in the dim light reveal hints of a female form. The entire effect is horrifying. And we failed. There's no way we're winning with an ace, a 2, a 3, and a 5. We're going to take a massive sanity hit here. Our heart allows us to see two of the cards, but we'll be very lucky if we can get any points. Whoa! Alright, well that's helpful to reduce the damage we're about to take. Your mind is weak. You struggle to maintain your sanity. You feel like you are about to fall into a trance. A great weariness comes over you. 5%. Take that. What's this one? 10%. You have heard about creatures such as this one. They are called abominations, and this one in particular belongs to Sigma the Lustful, an elder god of tremendous power. There must be a pocket dimension containing an altar nearby. Once sanctified to Sigma the Lustful, the altar will periodically spit one of these things out. You remind yourself to be very careful. These creatures are empowered by dark elder magic and are exceptionally lethal. So, there's like 5 to 8 of these types of shrines. I don't know the exact number, but I know there's at least 5. I'm pretty sure there's up to 8. I might be wrong there, though. Please don't quote me, but I think there's at least 5. These altars are scattered throughout the cellar and lower. And yes, they will spit out these creatures. They go hunting for you down in these lower levels. I will only be reading probably the description like this for this creature. The other ones we discover have the same exact text. It's just a different type of creature. So, we're not going to be able to attack it effectively. Fleeing also is very difficult. We have, I think, our best chances to use sorcery. This abomination is suffused with a sorcerer's energy instilled by the will of the elder god that created it. You decide to battle fire with fire. King of Pentacles, a Knight of Wands. We can also use our Shrivel of Flesh, but I don't really need it here. Unless we drew a 10 of Swords, in which case I might attempt to cast it. And when is this used? Non-face played cards and bump their card values up +X. Oh, okay. That will only be helpful for our 8. We already have 10, so we can't increase it beyond 10s. But this could be used to help us draw additional cards, so we should keep that in mind. And we win. Thank goodness for our king. Oh, very nice. Okay. That's pretty much all I need to look at. We don't have any more cards. We took every single trick that showed up. You channel your energy to a wave of destruction that explodes the creature into 1,000 pieces. The goo spreads all over the floor and walls, and then evaporates into a black mist. Lore of Quillploth. 2 experience, 1 sanity, and an edge upgrade. Nice. Yeah, so the creatures down here are very difficult, but they do reward you with fantastic treasure, or rewards as it were. Plus our luck is really high. That's really helping us out too. Okay. Well, high accuracy probably won't help us very much. Oh, actually, this is pointless level up again. It only takes 1 ammo to fire our bullets, so that will be fine. Calm Under Fire could be really useful. Increasing this to 20% is also useful. I'm probably not going to need to worry about the evade. Ah, this is interesting. Not sure what to actually take here. If I ever do need to flee, having more seized at angles will be helpful. Multidimensional thinking could be useful because this will let us use our... Oh, God! This will let us use our Brilliant Insight 3 times in a single encounter. That could be really useful as well. I think... You know, this is an edge upgrade I didn't expect to get. Let's take our research up, expedition leader up. Giving us a second scryed card. Now we have to find that altar if we want to actually take it out. I have no idea where it is either. But it's probably... Oh, this doesn't look good. There could be a secret passage down there, but this could also be a hallway full of traps. We will not go that way. Another locked dungeon door. Alright, well, we know what to do with locked dungeon doors. We hack them down. Our hand draw is okay. This will let us win. Let's do it on the off chance that failing causes us to lose our axe. Splinters and loud noises and Splinters and a loud noise announce your success and battering down the door. The way lies open now. Okay, we have 4 experience, so puzzle lore edge. I really should take multiple PhDs because it's fitting with the character, but that's not, I think, what I want. Let's take something that helps us if we fail, perhaps. Before any cards are revealed during the results phase of any puzzle, lore, or perception challenge, one random Sanity Lost card is selected, if one exists, and reduced in value by X, where X is the level of the edge. Philosopher? Or maybe Coffee Addict? I will take Coffee Addict. So it's a so the Philosopher targets one card and reduces it by X, where X is the number of the edge. Coffee Addict reduces the number of cards by only 1, but it affects X number of cards instead. We'll select Coffee Addict. Let's go with a Heroic Feat Combat. We'll begin working on that next. A gigantic barrel is rolling towards you. You turn to see a huge barrel rolling towards you. It is almost on top of you. Oh, God. Outrun the barrel. You think you are fast, and so does the barrel. A Knight of Swords is... Oh, we have a Knight of Wands, a Knight of Pentacles, and a Knight of Swords. An Ace of Cups and a Four of Swords are the 2 lowest cards we've got. We also can use Calm Sidestep. This will let us... Okay, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't be playing these to avoid the traps. The traps down here are nasty. So, roll 1 bone, and then select a not revealed trick card and reveal it. If the trick card is a face card, then add 2 times X to your trick points taken score, where X is the number of cups rolled. Then draw a card. But we have to not roll... Actually, our cups is 6, so it doesn't matter what we roll. And which one's the face? This one? Yes! Take it, Paige! Alright, 10 points. Bam, we win. Just like that. And we would have won anyway, even without it, but I can't think of a reason not to use our cards. You run for your life and even stumble at one point, going down on your knee, but you get back up and you make it. How much courage do we have? That took only 1 courage that time. Okay, very good. Oh my God. Traps down here are absolutely horrific. Horrific. Trained assassins. We haven't fought any of them, honestly, which is really weird. The cultists spent years recruiting and training guardians to ensure that this unholy ceremony is not interrupted. All challenges that involve wands as a primary suit receive a +1 modifier to the target trick points number needed to win the challenge while this story icon is active. So in other words, wands are 1 point tougher. I'm not going down to the hallway. We're not doing it. This looks bad. This looks bad, but I'm going to search it. I have a hunch that one altar's in here somewhere. And I would be wrong. Instead, there's a spawn of Sugatha. You see movement in the dark and hear a scuffling sound. An odd odor begins to tickle your nostrils, and then from out of the gloom, a group of strange figures emerge. You can't quite believe your eyes at first. You've heard about such things, but to actually see spawn of Sugatha is quite a shock. These creatures look like a mix between humans and frogs, and the effect is quite startling. The stench is overwhelming as well. Okay, we can't do anything but that 8. We have a 6 of swords. We have a Queen of Wands, but no wands is present on the board. I see an Ace of Pentacles, so that will stay here, and we'll see if we can use a different one of our pentacles elsewhere. Okay. We're immediately going to now use our 10 on the Ace. Because the 10 can only take numbers, and the Ace is a number, so I might as well do that. Nice, glad I did that. Oh, we've won the horror check. Awesome. Your mind is strong. You remember the stories the old-timers used to tell about the war against the frogs, and you realize they weren't lying. The smell makes you want to vomit, but you manage to keep everything down. The old-timers at Odd Academy told stories of the spawn of Sugatha, but you never imagined that they were really true. They are servants of a hideous creature that rules an outer dimension and is bent on devouring Earth. You wonder what in hell they are doing here. There must be a frog queen nearby. If you can find and kill it, you should turn the odds in your favor a bit. You know, I think we'll attack them. Oh, actually, it's fight or flee. That's it. So we'll fight them. Alone, these creatures aren't much of a threat, but they will try to overwhelm you with their numbers. You'll have to fight off the foul stench as well, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Make a mistake, and you could end up being food for their young, so be careful. Okay, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Wands are our face cards. Two of Swords, Three of Pentacles are the two lowest cards we possess. Select a non-face card in hand, roll one bone, and bump the card value up on the selected card. Alright, so we'll hold on to that in case we see a Swords, and maybe we'll get... it'll be low enough that we can bump our 2 up. We also have Shriveled Flesh we can use. I didn't even look at Lore Equip Path. We'll take a look at that later. Alright, well, let's start. An Ace. We can use our 3 on it. We can't do anything about the Knight, because we can't turn our 2 into a face card. Oh, come on. All swords are showing up. We win! Oh, God, we tie them. Woo! Okay. Holy crap. There's no reason for us to use our spell, our axe, or our gun either. So. You won... Wait, you won dispatch them one after... You dispatch them one after the other, and the croaking soon stops, even if the smell still remains. Holy crap, an edge upgrade! Wonderful. Let's grab... Oh. It's only 2... It's only 2? Really? It's only 2? Alright, well, let's take coffee up another point. So, this will reduce 2 sanity loss cards by 1 point. Done. Such a shame. I'll search it. It's so dangerous. Even dead ends like this can have traps in them, so you need to be really flipping careful. I have a bad feeling about this little hallway. Okay. Oh no, it's a copy of it. Deadly pendulum blade trap! You hear a mechanism click and see motion out of the corner of your eye. A large pendulum swings down onto your location at a tremendous rate of speed. It looks like it could cut you in half. Well, step aside to deflect the blade. It seems like a crazy idea, but your martial arts judo training kicks in. We have judo training? You decide to strike the blade and nudge it to the side as you step in the opposite direction. Not with this hand. No face cards. A 2 of Swords and an Ace of Cups. We have nothing. We only have a 9 of Swords as our highest, so we are taking this right in the face. Let's use Calm Sidestep. It was a face card, but we only earned 2 points, because why should we earn anything else? And our card draw was a freaking 4, so we've lost this absolutely horribly. What does this do? Roll 1 bone, select X non-face cards in hand, and bump their... Select X non-face cards. Oh, I should have used this to bump my 6 up when I drew that 7. Well, it's too late. You can't move quick enough, and you miss your deflection. This doesn't look good. We don't get any of our, talismans either. Oof. Oh, God! Sprained ankle! Swords penalty -1. The target level for any flee option is raised by 3. Ah, God! It's a cups one also, so it goes in that inventory. I hate you. I hate you so much, impairments. Well, all that flea stuff we picked is now pretty much useless. We'll never be fleeing any of it. Ah, sprained ankle as well. More Spawn of Sugatha. We've already read it. It's now even tougher because our cups are lower. But I think we'll actually try to flee. We're going to try to flee it because this is a little easier. There's a 2. We can use our Knight to get 4 points on that. And we managed to get away. You get away. They must have expected a fight from you. You can hear them croaking not far behind, so you had better keep moving. They no doubt have some young to feed. Oh, they're sitting right there. This might be their queen. We can try killing her. Well, though we'll have to dodge the spawn. I think we're just gonna run. A pit trap. You triggered a trap and the ground beneath you suddenly gives way as a hidden trapdoor swings open. So we'll use quick thinking. You realize that you haven't stepped very far onto the trapdoor. You quickly do a 180-degree turn as you fall and grab onto the edge with both hands. We have a Page of Pentacles, and that's the only face card we've got. That's nice. Ace of Pentacles and a 3 of Swords are our lowest cards. We're going to have to play Calm Sidestep. No, nothing. And we fail. You're too slow, and only one hand strikes the edge of the pit, and you can't hold on. Down you go. Avoid the spikes! You are falling towards a cluster of very pointy and sharp metal spikes. You had better do something fast. Okay, we'll try quick thinking. You realize that you might be able to twist your body to land in the small gap between the spikes. It's risky, but you think it might work. Okay, we've got a good hand this time. Holy crap. We have a lot of face cards. We do have an Ace of Wands as our lowest card. Quick sidestep's almost out of points. We'll play the queen. We'll play another queen, and that lets us avoid the spikes at least. Thank goodness. You twist and contort your body just as you hit the floor. Amazingly, you have missed the spikes. We even gained some life from that. A tough climb. You look up from the bottom of the pit and can make out the edges of the opening above. Let's leave it alone. Oh, but there's no secret doors, or I can't see any here. So this is just a pit trap. We have some rope, so we can climb up. Otherwise, we'd have to scramble up with our hands. The rope is the perfect utility tool and a wonderful method for climbing or summoning almost any obstacle. Not with this card draw. This means we're going to fall again. Yep. You make it almost to the top, but then suddenly lose your grip. Look out below. Again, use the rope. Hello, King of Wands. Alright, we do it. You seem to be half spider. Before you know it, you have scampered up the wall and are pulling yourself up onto your feet. We're going to leave that alone. We know that just goes down to a dead end. A tripwire grenade trap? You look over and see a wire pull the pin from the grenade on the wall next to you. You have seconds to react. Quick thinking and sure hands. You decide to jump towards the grenade and place the pin back in it before the handle has even come off. We have an Ace of Cups and some 5s are our lowest numbers. We have a Queen of Swords and a Page of Wands. Can we use Burst of Speed? Select one card and bump the value up 7. Darn it. Thanks, game. Let's pick our ace. Okay, we win. We do it. You dive towards the grenade, grab the pin attached to a wire, and quickly insert it back into the grenade. You were lucky. We get a grenade, though! That's kind of awesome! MK1 grenade. Oh, but this is a swords? We'll have to drop something for it. Oh, I really don't want to drop it. A grenade could be really useful, but we have something to help us use our pistol. I'm not dropping the axe. It gives us +1 swords. Otherwise, our swords is just 3. What does this do? Roll 1 bone and bump the card values up on all non-face played cards plus X, where X number of swords or cups rolled, and convert 11+ into matching face cards. Max is king. That is too damn good not to keep it. That is really too good. So I will just drop the Smith & Wesson for it. A shame we have a sprained ankle, we can't carry the grenade. Nothing? Altar of Lizgulyath the Blind. You suddenly notice the air around you begin to shimmer. You have entered some strange type of dimensional gate, and you begin to feel a little dizzy. As you fight to balance yourself, the shimmer clears ahead of you, and you are confronted with a huge stone hand holding what appears to be a living stone eyeball. The eye fixes on you. Based on your studies in the odd archives, you guess that the Ephesus is an altar of some sort. You seem to have stumbled upon a pocket dimension that serves as a temple to Lizgulyath the Blind, an elder god of immense power. You feel an evil presence emanating from the odd sculpture. It is a sentient, malevolent force that is seeking to overwhelm your psychic defenses. Your thoughts begin to cloud, and a darkness in your head threatens to drive you over the edge to complete insanity. You're confronted by the malevolent will of Lizgulyath the Blind, and it threatens to crush your very soul. You must fight to keep your sanity with 2 aces and a 2? Although your vision is clear, your mind grows ever more muddled. A mental darkness threatens to blanket you in a cloak of insanity. So we lose 2 sanity. But we've lost a talisman. You stare at the eye, and with each second, your thoughts grow more clouded. You try and look away, but each time your gaze is brought back to the stone eye. You realize that you must act quickly, your mind will be enshrouded in darkness, and you will soon end up a stone statue. We could leave it alone. Oh man, we don't have a good chance whatsoever of winning. At all. Like, we only get 4 draw. With the way our draws have been, I don't think we can do anything about this. We'll try once. You notice a flaw in the end space fabric of the dimensional pocket. Actually, wait, this is psychic. This is sorcery dispel. Let's me use some of my magic. Oh, but target 10. No, that's not going to happen. But 7 draw with 4 tricks? We'll do this. You decide to use your sorcery to drive the presence of the Elder God from the altar and seal this pocket dimension off from your world. Can we use this? I haven't even looked at this yet. Roll 1 bonus, select a face card in your hand, and swap it with any played card to take a trick, regardless of suit. Dispel lore puzzle. Oh, okay, so not for us, I think. Maybe. Oh, wow! Have you won? 2 points lower. Oh, come on, game. We're not gonna do it. We do it! Holy crap! Using your knowledge of how dimensional pockets work, you channel your sorceress energy into the end space construct that holds the pocket together, blowing a hole in its fabric. Lizgulyath the Blind's presence is cleansed away, and you flee the pocket before it collapses. 3 arcane energy. Well, that got rid of some of the creatures, I suppose. But this wasn't where we wanted to go, unless there was a secret passage down here. Oh, we gotta go all the way back. Well, let's go all the way back. Is there a secret passage in the chamber? No, there's not. Cultist patrol! You stumbled onto an armed patrol of cultists. You hear shouting and then see the flash of weapons being fired. They don't intend to ask any questions. I guess we're gonna fight them. 2 aces are our low cards. We do have a Queen of Wands, which is great. Let's see what we get. A Knight of Swords. We can beat the 3 with our 8. And we've lost. We might as well use the axe on our ace. These guys are packing some firepower. You had better be careful. 6 health lost. You stumbled into an armed patrol. We've already read this. We'll try again. We have a King of Pentacles and a Knight of Swords this time. And we win the fight. Thank goodness. You won the battle. The cultist bodies lie strewn across the floor. Maybe you can find something useful on them. We no longer have a gun, so it doesn't... all these bullets don't matter one bit. A poison gas trap. You feel your foot pressed down to the pressure plate, and then hear the click as the tablets hit the pan of acid. A cloud of poisonous gas erupts from the floor beneath you. We will fall to the floor to avoid the gas. We've done this before. You notice that the gas is rising in a cloud as if it was being shot upwards. You decide to cover your mouth and hit the deck to get out of the way. We have 2 queens, a queen of cups and a queen of swords. We also have an ace. We have no other card that's higher than a 4. I'm not going to use my cards this time. I'm running out of courage. Thank goodness. Your quick thinking keeps you out of the poison gas cloud. Actually, that's useless. We can't take a heroic feat now because we're out of space here. Thanks to our sprained ankle. That's a shame. Oh, what is this? Is this it? No, this can't be it. No, this is a cellar. That's something different. This looks like that one trap hallway, so I'm not going down there yet. What is this chamber? Nothing here, though. Wow, no backtracking. Good for me. We'll search the little chambers. Ah, excellent. You found a clue. -1 target level. Kidnapping a girl from the village for the big sacrifice seems to be scratched off. So, too, is obtaining good footwear and a roll of coins. Well, that seems odd. That does seem odd. If that's a reference to something, I don't get what it's a reference to. Oh my goodness. We need to find a way down somewhere in this place. A stalking horror! You are suddenly face to face with a terrifying winged creature. It has appeared without warning and now hovers directly in front of you. A soft droning sound of wings being flapped vigorously engulfs you. You can't believe what you're actually seeing. The thing seems to blur and shift in appearance before your very eyes. It is a creature straight out of some child's nightmare. You can feel an eldritch taint emanating from it, and that alarms you to no end. You struggle to stay calm as the adrenaline shoots through your nervous system. This creature is not from this dimension and it looks hungry. Whether it wants to feast on your spirit or your flesh, you aren't exactly sure at this point. We've got nothing to beat that King of Swords and 9 of Swords I see scryed. A Page of Cups is our only face card. We have nothing higher than a 6. So we are probably losing this. We lost. Your mind is weak. The creature seems to be feeding off your emotions, gorging itself on your panic. You feel like your legs are going to go out from under you as their sanity slips away. A stalking horror! A creature from the Dreamlands. You can't say whether it was summoned here by a sorcerer or simply slipped through an open gate into this dimension, but you have a big problem on your hands. You remember the briefings. These creatures will feed off your emotions, especially fear and pain, but they won't mind tearing your body apart to ring the dinner bell. Let's flee it. I don't tend to read the fleeing because I don't know why. And we don't succeed. Oh, we do succeed! Holy crap! You get away! We had better keep moving, though. It looked hungry, and it's called a stalking horror for a good reason. This is a random monster, so it will try to hunt me down. It's not a purple spot, so we'll go here. Oh, hopefully it doesn't chase us into this chamber. Altar of Sigma the Lustful. Okay, so skipping the... Suddenly you notice the air around you begin to shimmer. You've entered some strange type of dimensional gate, and you begin to feel a little dizzy. As you fight to balance yourself, the shimmer clears ahead of you, and you're confronted with a giant carving of a voluptuous woman etched into the living stone. The stone is indeed living. You can see the woman's limbs and flowing tentacles gradually shift about. Whether it's an illusion or real, you can't be certain, but you feel an evil presence emanating from it. Based on your training in the Odd Mythology Lab, you judge that you have stumbled upon a pocket dimension that serves as a temple to Sigma the Lustful, an elder god of immense power. A growing sense of amorous arousal seems to envelop you. It's a sentient, malevolent force that is seeking to overwhelm your psychic... Wow, being filled with lust. Okay, our king can be used on either of those scryed cards. We have a King of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, Our other card is a 2 of wands. And we've won. We have won this. You kept your sanity. Use a meditational technique taught to you by the Buddhist monks to repress the growing sensual desire that is building inside of us. That's right, gotta stop that feeling from... Nope, don't say it. The sensual card figure of seemingly lustful seems to beckon you, offering an embrace with its supple stone tentacles. An uncontrollable desire draws you to it. Before you realize it, your feet are shuffling forward. You realize that you must act quickly, or you will soon be consumed by the desire to embrace the lustful goddess. Such a meeting would surely prove to be unhealthy, to say the least. Wow, this is all absolutely terrible for us. Our pentacles is only 4. Why is it 4? We have a 5 of pentacles. Must be a -1 somewhere. Well, dispel the power of the altar. You decide to use your sorcery to drive the presence of the Elder God from the altar and seal this pocket dimension from your will. We'll try it once. We have a good hand. Page of Swords, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands. We also have an Ace and a 3. If these are pentacles, all pentacles, we've definitely lost this. Not enough. You start to channel your sorceress energy into the end space construct that holds the pocket together, but seeming the lustful pushes back hard. Screaming in agony, you feel like your mind will explode. Let's try it again. We get one more trick this time. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, King of Pentacles. We have 2 3s as our lowest cards. Hello, swords. Doesn't surprise me. 8 points, come on. I think this has done it. Yes! Okay, wonderful. Using your knowledge of how dimensional pockets work, you channel your sorceress energy into the end space construct that holds the pocket together, blowing a hole in its fabric. Sigma the Lustful's presence is cleansed away, and you flee the pocket before it collapses. Four more energy. That winged horror is still out there, and there was nothing else in this chamber. Oh, it's right. It's still right here. You're kidding me. We'll fight it. Oh, no, we won't. Okay, Knight of Cups. That's the only decent card we've got. Let's use our axe. Nice. Give us 2 points right there. 3 left. Can we do it? No, we can't. You try to take the fight to the creature, but it hits back hard. Its attacks terrifies you, and it grows in strength while you only feel weaker. You might be in some serious trouble now. Again, Queen of Wands. No really low cards this time. Oh, do I use the Queen and just get 5 points here? I'm going to risk we get a better use of the Queen. Let's use our axe. Take the 8. Nope. This is bad. Lost 3. Again. Alright, this time we have 2 queens and a page. We also have an ace, a 4, and a 3. Just god-awful. But we'll go ahead and... Oh, hello, king. Oh, come on, all swords. Alright, we win. We do it. Whew. You unleash a series of devastating attacks on the creature. It seems confused at first, but then fights back with a vengeance. But it's too late, and its carcass soon lies on the ground convulsing with a series of wing flaps, like it wants to fly away. I get to search the room. Nothing in it. The dagger stands ready. The High Priest has enchanted the sacrificial dagger with the power of Ugdu Jahad. All challenges involve cups as the primary suit receive a -1 modifier number of trick cards. That's really bad. Fleeing is going to be really flipping tough now. Look at all the skeletons in this chamber. We'll search this. Deadly pendulum trap. Oh, God. Oh, we're gonna lose again, aren't we? All right, can we use anything here? Burst of speed. 1, 2, 3. Bump those up. Hello, King of Swords. Can't do anything against you. Get some extra points here. Oh, come on! Oh my god! We still fail. 2 hits at least. That was it. Nothing else here. A dusk gaunt. You see something flittering in the dark and think at first that it must be a bat. Then suddenly you realize that the darkness is actually moving. You recoil in horror as a creature seems to materialize out of the inky darkness. We're not even in the basement yet. We're still in the cellar. The creature seems positively demonic. Its eyes seek to pierce your soul and wound your spirit. You must stand strong. Well, we can't do anything about those 2 revealed cards, so they will stay there. Awesome. Your mind is strong. You've seen things far worse than this. Oh, God. We've got to flee. Threat assessment has always been one of your strengths, and you don't like the odds of this one. It's time to run. Here I thought I wouldn't be fleeing. You get away. You had better keep running, though, as you don't think this thing is going to take no for an answer. That red face that we saw for half a second, that is the creature still present, and this one will hunt me down wherever I run. But it's a little slow opening doors. It has to wait 2 or 3 turns to open a door, and it picks a random direction to move in. But we might encounter it later on. We'll have to keep our eye open for it. I think after so long, it goes away. This was a big dead end, Tim. That's really... Oh, God, it's right here. Yeah, it's gonna chase us. See it? See it chasing us like that? Look at that. It's angry. But it has to pause to open doors. A flood of rats. All right, the rats come towards you like an immovable force of nature. There must be 100 of them. If they overwhelm you, you fear that you might not get back up. All right, we can chop them to bits. Oof, 2 kings, a page, and a queen. Wonderful. We might recover a little bit of that life here. You kill dozens, wound even more, and fling yet more away. At some point, they seem to break, like they were being controlled by a single will, and then scatter and flee. An edge upgrade. That's wonderful. We're gonna keep taking the flee, evade, hide thing. Let's grab another seize the angles. This is proving to be really useful. We might as well take it. We'll take the blade dances, I think. Or do we have a way to stop the amount of... No, that's an edge. Roll 1 bone and bump the card values down on X random revealed non-face trick cards. Minus X. Reacts the number of swords or cups rolled, then draw a card. So here's the... Oh, wait, we get to keep it? Oh, we got to keep it as well. Okay, well, that's awesome. Okay. We get 2 more points. Let's grab another flee, hide, evade edge. Since we apparently are using them really... Oh, here he comes. Here comes the Dusk Gaunt. We're in trouble with them. The good news is that I know where to kind of go, because we've been down here before. Alright, I guess we're taking this hallway then. Back through the huge... That was monstrous summoning chamber or something. Can't believe nothing was in that room. Oh, there might be a secret door there, but I'll go down there later. A swinging log trap. You feel your foot trigger the tripwire. It's too late. A huge log swings down on a chain directly towards us. We will quick thinking evasion move. You notice that the log will pass over you if you hit the deck, so that's what you do. 2 kings. And a lot of high cards, actually. Lots of high numbers. We just have to hope that we don't get a lot of face cards on that side. And apparently, we don't have any pentacles. So we have to hope no pentacles show up over here either. Alright, we have won. Might as well play the king here, and it's over. The log swings harmlessly over your head. Give me some courage. Courage! 1, 2. We could reduce the amount of life we're going to take. Like, I'm sorry, the amount of damage we take from fleeing. Let's take Sprinter. X is attracted from the target level at the start of any flee, evade, or hide challenge where X is leveled edge. This will make it easier for us to get away. Or we could take a... Sneaky might actually be useful because of how low this is how tough this is getting. But, or Quiet. Any initial trick card placed on the board for any flee, evade, or hide challenge that is not a face card is bumped down by X, where X is a random number between 1 and the level of the edge. Let's take Quiet. Oh, we have Burst of Speed. You know, we have Burst of Speed. We'll just take Sprinter. I need to go up here. I need to see if there's a pit trap. There is not. A Dusk Gaunt. Another one. Oh god! We can't even flee it! Like, that's not gonna happen. Alright, you came here to chew bubblegum and kick some ass. You know the rest. Target level's 11. We're not winning this. This is not going to happen. Alright, let's play the Queen. To take that 6. Darn it! Yeah, we've lost this one, probably? Wow! Holy crap, we won! That's so rare, but thank goodness we did. Wow. You won the battle. The creature evaporates into wispy cloud of black smoke. A pit trap. Okay, so we will quick thinking. You realize you haven't stepped very far into the trap door. You quickly do a 180-degree turn as you fall and grab the ledge with both hands. We have no face cards. Oh. Let's just fall. Let's just get this horribleness over with. You are too slow, and only one hand strikes the edge of the pit, and you can't hold on. Down you go. 5 life lost. A tough climb. And there's no doors here, so we have to climb up. So we use the rope. Queen of Cups, 3 threes and an ace. Unbelievable. But we get the 1 point we needed. Holy crap. These pits, unfortunately, are not leading me to any place down below. So we've spent most of the game not going anywhere. Like, we're just... We haven't found a way down. We went every wrong way there was to go. We got into a bunch... Unless it's in this room, I don't know what to do. Well, let's keep going down these hallways. Was there any other paths I left around? This one. Okay, it could be down that way as well. This is... How many clue tokens are left? 4? We've drawn 2 since we've been down here. Might as well search the room! A green cube! This is god-awful! You see a shimmer of reflected light in the gloom ahead and stop dead in your tracks. Then you begin to hear a sound. You can't quite make it out at first. It sounds like something being peeled away from a sticky surface. A massive transparent cube-like thing slithers into view from out of the darkness. Trapped inside it are bones. Human bones. The sight of a green cube slithering down a hallway is enough to send anyone over the edge. You don't want to be eaten by one of these things. Being slowly digested alive is not on your dance card this evening. We have 2 queens and an ace, a 2, and a 4. We see 2 swords cards present, and we can't do anything about those. We somehow, however, managed to win the sanity roll. Your mind is strong. You have seen things far worse than this. You're part of the cleanup crew that sanitized the mess that was left over from that attack of the giant blob that terrorized New Jersey. Was Professor Weird there? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I live in New Jersey. I would remember the professor there fighting it off. So, oh god, 3 tricks? You remind yourself, oh god, this is so bad, everyone. So this is one of those creatures that can just insta-kill you. And if you fail the attack or flee, you get pulled into it, and then you get 1 chance to escape or you're dead. A green cube. They are scavengers that roam the hidden places of the earth and are always in search of a meal. You'd heard that they were only found in the lost city of Irin, but their appearance here doesn't surprise you in the least. This place seems to be Grand Central Station for attracting the otherworldly and bizarre. You remember the briefings. These things are surprisingly mobile over short distances when disturbed. Your best bet is to go around them if you can. Contact with the fluids on bare skin has an anesthetizing effect. I can't pronounce that. Should be avoided. Get trapped inside and you're almost surely a goner. Fleeing isn't an option. We only get 3 tricks, unless we get very lucky to get a target level 7. I don't think we're winning, so we're actually going to fight it. It's 2 points higher. We get the same amount of draw, but we get 3 more tricks. You mind yourself not to get sucked into the creature and avoid contact with its fluids. That makes fighting it tough, but you think you can handle this. A Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. We also have an Ace and a 2. Shrivel Flesh is used. Let's wait to see if we draw Pentacles. And then we can use Shrivel Flesh to turn my Ace and 2 into pages. We win. Wonderful. Wow, no Pentacles, game. I can't use my spells. Actually, bump the card values plus up access and draw a card. We could use this on the 5 to win a little more. Let's do it. We draw 2 more cards. Let's just play the 9 as well, letting us win a little more. We might as well. We have tons and tons of magic points waiting for us, so we should use our spells when we get the chance. You won the battle. The creature seems to collapse in on itself and form a green liquid pool around a pile of bones that were trapped within it. Oh my goodness. Let's click to the main menu really fast to save the game. This has been terrible, though. An impairment, another impairment, another physical impairment, and we're not finding the way down. I was hoping to find it by now. It's a good thing we came down here when we did. I was going to wait a bit and go up to the attic originally, and that would have cost us a token or 2, so we would have been about here, right near the end of the game. Another pit trap. We know the deal by now. Let's quick thinking again. For all the good this has done us so far. We have a Knight of Pentacles and a Page of Wands. A 2 of Cups and a 3 of Wands are our lowest cards. Hopefully we can reduce the damage we're about to take. We win, actually. You twist and grab hold solidly with both hands. Then you pull yourself up. Right, we can move around the pit. Although I'm thinking we should probably climb down. Let's leave it there at the moment. Ooh, that looks promising. This might be a staircase down. A locked door with levers. You see a sealed large door that is controlled by a station of levers. Some of the levers have bright metal handles, while others are topped with ornate carved wooden figures depicting human figures writhing in torment. Let's figure out the pattern. Oh, we have an equal chance to do either. This is perception. What is our Quilloth used for? Dispel lore puzzle. Alright, let's use our perception. You notice some levers have less dust on them than others. You also can't help but notice that somebody has scratched a small series of coated bone-like symbols into the wall next to the door. A secret reminder? Perhaps you can decode the symbols and figure out which levers to pull. We can use Brilliant Insight. Let's use it. Select one not revealed trick card. If the revealed card is a non-face card, bump it down 5. After the bumps, then add 5 points to your trick-taking score, then add a card. So I'm just going to go for the card right here. That, well, yeah, let's take it. Bump it down 5 to an ace. We didn't draw a card, game! We didn't draw a card. I'm noticing that we don't seem to draw cards, do we? I think that's probably bugged. Play the page. No reason to hold on to it. You ponder the similarity between the symbols and Akashic B, which was the written language of a cult of cannibals who worship bone demons in the Hebrides. Comparing the bone-like symbols to a system of levers, you discover a pattern and carefully pull them in the correct sequence. Ah, excellent. Unlock secret door. You discovered a secret door, but it blends in almost seamlessly with the dungeon wall, but your keen senses were still able to detect it. Finding it is one thing. Figuring out how to open it is another. We've got a axe. So let's chop it down. With some effort, you might be able to use the axe to get past a locked door or two. Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, an ace and a 3. We win? Just barely. You batter down the door. So much for being a secret. The way lies open now. This leads back up probably to that pit area. The Abomination of Wrathgulkar. You first hear a sloshing sound as if a thick liquid was being pumped out of a fountain. Then the creature comes into view, dragging with it a personal puddle of slime. It's truly horrifying to behold. It consists of multiple mouths and spiny appendages. You stand facing it, and suddenly slime spurts from holes arrayed around its body, helping to remove the puddle with it. You can feel an unearthly presence that accompanies this strange creature. An aura of elder magic radiates from the creature, and you are very afraid. You struggle to keep a grip on your sanity. You have never seen anything quite like this. It is truly terrifying. Hello, Queen of Wands. We can't take you with our queen. Can we get another Wands card? Darn it! Darn it! We could have won. We could have won it. We'll fail. Your mind is weak. You struggle to maintain your sanity. You start to hear whispers in the back of your mind. Is a creature trying to talk to you? The whispers trouble you. I don't think we could actually get... Now that I'm beginning to think about it, I don't think I've... Well, I seem to remember getting an instant sanity loss or impairment from a horror check. You've heard about creatures such as this one. They are called abominations, and this one in particular belongs to Wrathgulkar the Insane, an elder god of tremendous power. There must be a pocket dimension containing an altar nearby. Once sanctified to Wrathgar the Insane, the altar will periodically spit one of these things out. Remind yourself to be very careful. These creatures are empowered by a dark elder magic and are exceptionally lethal. We're not fleeing or winning the fight. What is with this nonsense? Let's try fleeing. You decide to run for it. These things aren't called abominations for nothing. 2 aces. A page. We fail. Just flat out. We lose a courage. We're going to keep trying to flee. Losing all our courage. Trying again. We can take this with you. You decide to run for it. These things aren't called, well, we're not taking any swords, game. We're not going to take any swords. Yeah, see, so this is god-awful. Simply god-awful. Losing all our courage to fleeing. What? Fuck you. I'm gonna fight you. Forget it. Forget it. I can't... Internal injuries. -1 cups. A medium increase in the chance of result card becoming a health loss card when the option primary challenge is cups or swords. I don't care. We've lost. This is it. Oh God. It's over for us. It's over. We can't get any cards. There's no way we can get there's no way we can win this. Yeah, we need a 13. We're getting nothing that we need. Let's use a 5. Let's use our axe. I mean, chop. Bump it up. Still not enough. Keep fighting it. Come on, Tim. We can do this. Might as well use the 10. Hope for a better card. Almost dead. No face cards at all. So we're horribly losing this one. Thanks, game. Keep going. 7. We can't do anything with that card. Take this one. Still failed. Good God. I can't believe just how nightmarish this is. Swinging chop. I can't do anything with that, unfortunately. You won the battle. The spiny appendages twitch for a while in a death rattle, and then are finally still. The entire creature evaporates into a brown mist. You have no doubt sent it back to its creator. Oh, well, there goes... At least we got the courage back. Oh. I will take back one from Burst of... Actually, we'll be fine. Oh, good God. This must be its altar, which we also won't destroy. This is not the cultist chamber. This room is filled with different fire spots. Let's destroy the altar of Sigaloth the Despairing. Suddenly, you notice the air around you begin to shimmer. You have entered into some strange type of dimensional gate, and you begin to feel a little dizzy. As you fight to balance yourself, the shimmer clears ahead of you, and you are confronted with a strange red altar. You feel an evil presence emanating from the odd red altar, and you recognize a disturbing visage on the altar from your odd training. You seem to have stumbled upon a pocket dimension that serves as a temple to Sigaloth the Despairing, an elder god of immense power. The growing sense of despair seems to envelop you. It's a sentient, malevolent force that is seeking to overwhelm your psychic defenses. Giving in to despair might drive you over the edge into complete insanity. The malevolent will of Sigaloth the Despairing threatens to crush your soul. We can take you with this. Oh, that was probably a mistake, Tim. Oh, we fail. Psychic defenses crumble like a house of cards in a typhoon. The Sigaloth's bottomless despair fills you up like an empty cup and threatens to destroy you. The odd red altar of Sigaloth the Despairing seems to stare into your soul and promise to fill it... Oh, we've already read this already. Oh, no, we haven't. Filled up with despair. You feel like you are drowning in a sea of hopelessness. Like that last fight. Every thought is a burden. Thoughts of suicide and release begin to scamper around the perimeter of your psyche. You realize that you must act quickly or be lost in the bottomless pit of despair that confronts you. We actually have an okay chance to destroy it. Only 4 card draw. Sorcery Dispel. Only 3 tricks and 12 target number. Collapse the dimensional pocket. You notice a flaw in the end space fabric of the dimensional pocket in which the altar resides. The high priest who concentrated this place was careless. You believe that you can siphon off some of the psychic energy that resides in this place, and in the process, collapse the entire pocket. You need to be careful that you are not trapped within as well. If we get pentacles, we have a decent chance of doing this. Roll 1 bone, select the not revealed trick card, reveal that card, add your wand's attribute to your trick taking score if the revealed card is a non-face card. Then add a trick. Yes! 8 points. We just need a pentacles. Awesome. And we win. Wow. We would have won anyway, however. Still, I'm glad we did it. That lets us get lots of points. Hopefully we can make some of our life back from this. You focus your psychic talents on the flaw in the end space fabric and soon have the strands coming apart in a flurry of unwinding. You psychically shift yourself out of the pocket as it collapses. I just realized I dropped the F-bomb earlier, didn't I? I'm so sorry. I so very rarely curse in games. It was a bit much. The tortoise. All right, Earth, another talisman. Not a very good chance it shows up, but only a 4% chance it releases. The High Priestess. Remove all wounded impairment cards from your inventories after this card is used to take a trick. What the heck? That's amazing. We'll get rid of the deep bleeding cut, the sprained ankle, and that other card. Where is that other card? Internal injuries. All of them will go away. Oh my god! I'm going back to the main menu. Oh, what time is it? I probably should stop. Let's just go. We're gonna do this. We're doing it tonight. Wow, I didn't realize that was even a card. I'm tempted to mod the game now and add a few, like, med kits now that I know I can do that. That type of card exists. Alright, anyway. We'll probably use that to beat the next difficult challenge we encounter. A reanimated skeleton. You wonder if a curse or a necromancer of some skill has summoned the spirit to animate this bag of bones. Was it sent after you? Remember from your briefings that its decayed appearance can be deceptive, and prepare yourself. You will need either to fight or flee. We'll fight it. King of Wands. If we have Wands show up, we have one, and I will just immediately win this. You won the battle. You knock the head off and separate the spine from the rib cage. An arm is lying over by itself. The spell is broken, and the thing goes still. Let's also use our lens. Death incantation. Spray of darts. You feel your foot step down on the pressure plate and then hear the demonic sounds of darts being shot through blow tubes. You catch a glimpse of the deadly swarm of needle-tip killers heading your way. Oh my god. Observe the darts and respond. You notice what you think is a gap in the wall of darts heading your way. You said to crouch into it. Let's use that High Priestess. We'll win the challenge, which immediately cleared... It did not clear yet, but it looks like it's going to clear all the impairments we have. You miss it yourself, so all the darts miss you completely. Wait. Oh, was it only remove one impairment? I thought it was remove all impairments. Our swords is back up to 6. It's like this should be gone, but it's still in my inventory? It's bugged. These are supposed to be... Oh! It's really bugged. They are gone. Oh, wow! One's the grenade and... Oh, wow. Let's go back to the main menu. And see if the game is just completely glitched. Okay, it was just a graphical glitch. Oh, thank God. Okay. Holy crap. Whew. So, I wanted them gone immediately, because first off, I don't want to die to wounds, and next, our stats are back up to being, what, decent combat stats. A celestial conjunction. Once every 10,000 years, alignment is moving inexorably to its perfection. Like tumblers on a safe, the stars are falling into place, and Tim can never pronounce inexorably, I suppose. Any other altars around? Cultist Patrol. We have a much better chance to kill you now, cultists. I hope. Alright, come on. Go, please give me something decent. Let's use the axe on the 5. That won't do it. However, we can probably use our death incantation. Take a wound there because we rolled a 1 and we failed to cast a spell. We still win, though. 2 experience point. How is our experience? Not very good. I'm sorry, it's fantastic, all things considered. Let's go down it. Okay, nothing there. Another deadly pendulum trap. We could, of course, end up with something horrible here. Oh, we're going to draw another impairment, I think. And there's nothing we can do about it. You can't move quick enough and you miss your deflection. We'll search the chamber. Spray of acid. Alright, we've done... you feel this pressure plate depress underneath your foot and hear a sizzling sound as a spray of acid hurtles toward us. We will try to do whatever that read. Darn it, I keep clicking too quickly. Let's... What does Burst do again? If it's a face card... That bumps up all my number cards. Let's draw a card or two. See what we get. We'll use the queen so that we don't have to worry about this trap. Your quick thinking saves the day. Let's take maybe quiet. Any initial trick card placed on the board for any flee, evade, or hide challenge that is not a face card is bumped down by X, where X is a random number between 1 and the level of the edge. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so nerve-wracking. The cultist chamber is... Oh, Guardians! I was worried about fighting these guys. A group of cultists emerges from the shadows. They seem to be exceptionally stealthy. They must be scouts or guardians for some organized group that has taken up residence here. This group looks particularly dangerous. They seem well-trained, well-armed, by the look of them, well-organized. You can't tell exactly how many there are, as they move in a tight formation to hide their numbers. They may look like the cultist version of ninjas, but they're obviously human, so they will die all the same. We have a King of Swords, a Knight of Pentacles, and an Ace. We have a decent high number of cards otherwise. That's pretty good. Hello, Queen of Pentacles. I can't do anything about you either. Let's just use our King to win the fight. Flat out. We would have had to use it anyway. You won the battle. The cultist bodies lie strewn across the floor. Maybe you can find something useful on them. I'll search the room. Brick wall collapses on you. So without warning, the wall next to you collapses in your direction. Quick thinking evasion move. You notice a break in the falling debris where support was and move to step into it. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands, and we have a 3 and a 2 of Swords are our low numbers. I will play the Queen, because this is a trap. I'm not messing around with traps. If I can immediately win, I will do it. You calmly step into a relatively sheltered area. Most of the debris misses us. So it wasn't down there. It's not down here, so we have to go through this chamber. Or the pit is the proper way. So we need to be careful in here. Hello, secret door. A pit trap. You've triggered a trap in the ground beneath you. Suddenly gives way as a hidden trap door opens. We will try quick thinking. You realize that you haven't stepped very far into the trap door. You quickly do a 180-degree turn as you fall and grab on the ledge with both hands. We have a Knight of Wands, and that's the only face card we've got. Let's use, actually, what's our numbers? They're just okay. We'll try Calm Sidestep. Roll 1 bone and then select the not revealed trick card and reveal it. If it's a face card, add 2 times your trick-taking score. I don't think this one's a face card. It's not! Darn it! We don't get anything for that then. Let's use Burst of Speed. To give us a 10. Give us some points there. And we win. Holy crap. Probably thanks to all the stuff we used. You twist and grab, hold solidly with both hands, then pull yourself up. Now, there's nothing downstairs here. There's nothing down there. We don't want to go down into the second floor. Actually, we do want to go down once to get it on the map. In case we fall down there. So we'll use the rope here. Holy, what a fantastic draw that is. That's a shame. You slowly let yourself down the side of the pit, going from handhold to impossible handhold. Just like a comic book hero. That's why. I wanted to get this on the map. We'll also try to hack this door down. This way we can, again, put this on the map in case we end up down here and unable to get out. A few more experience points. Giant leap into the shadows. Roll 1 bonus, select X revealed non-face trick cards and bump their values down X. I guess we'll take Duck into the shadows is good. that one, I guess. And then we'll take another heroic combat feat. Okay, I just wanted that on the map. We now want to climb back up. Oh, give us... Oh, thank goodness. I say give us some swords, but an ace will work for the card we have 2 of. That'll work as well. Okay, so the good news is that we now have a way back up. Let's see what this locked secret door contains. Chop it down. And we do so. It just occurs to me I might have to split this up. If this would be like a 2-hour-long video, that's a little too long, I think. 2 more experience points. An abomination of Sekaloth! You hear the bellowing whine. Isn't it? We closed the thing for this, didn't we? You hear the bellowing whine and it freezes your blood cold. Then, lumbering into view is an enormous creature whose skin is oddest color red. It bellows in anguish once again and sends a shiver down your spine. You can feel an unearthly presence that accompanies this strange creature. An aura of elder magic radiates from the creature, and you are very afraid. You struggle to keep your grip on your sanity. Between the monstrous appearance of this bellowing creature and the dark aura it radiates, you have your hands full. We can't take either of those cards. That will reduce the damage we'll take. Your mind is weak. You struggle to maintain your sanity. The despair of the creature's bellowing howl has seeped into your psyche and threatens to undermine the very foundation on which your sanity rests. We've already gotten rid of this altar, so I guess it's easier because of that? We have to kill it as well. The odd red coloring is a dead giveaway. You are facing an abomination of Sekaloth the Despairing, an elder god of immense power. There must be a pocket dimension containing an altar nearby, which we got already, game. Once sanctified to Sekaloth the Despairing, the altar will periodically spit out one of these things. You remind yourself to be very careful. These creatures are empowered by dark elder magic and are exceptionally lethal. Let's risk this. We'll attack the abomination. These creatures are incarnations of an elder god's very will, but since they must take some form of our dimension, they can be physically hurt and destroyed. It's not an easy task, but it can be done. Well, an 8 is our highest card. We have 2 2s, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Screw you, game. Screw you. Let's use, we can't use any of this here. Ow. Abomination decides to take out its feelings of despair on you, and you share its sentiments. That could have been a lot worse. Game, I hate you. An ace, a 3, and a 2. Queen of Cups and a Page of Swords. Alright, let's use the Page. Let's use our axe. Oh, come on! Place it there, cast our death incantation, and take that card. Let's play the Page, and let's use Shrivel Flesh. We'll take a wound. I'm fine with that. And we win. Holy crap, we had to go all out, but we did do it. Thank goodness. We take 2 wounds, though, which is a shame. You won the battle. The monstrous form of the abomination falls to the floor, then quickly evaporates into red mist. 1 experience point. Reckless Charge. Roll 1 bone and bump the card values down to X random, not yet revealed non-face trick cards, and then draw X cards, where X is the number of swords or cups rolled. Any result cards that are wounds are doubled in the following phases. So this will kill us if we use it, but we'll take it. A pit trap, another one. We've done so many pit traps now. It's a good dungeon. You know it's a good dungeon with all the number of pit traps they have in it. Alright, that one I'm not going to climb down. Another grenade trap. We've done this before. We'll do... Oh, hello. We'll do the reflex evasion move, because the target's only 4 for that. Oh, but 7 draw. You decide to trust your quick reflexes and jump out of the way of the blast. We've got a Page of Wands. Page of Wands is our only face card. A 2 and a 5 are our other 2 lowest. Let's draw a card. Okay. We can play the Page on this. Oh no, this is looking bad. Yes! Aha! Didn't have to use anything. You tuck and roll and cover your head as the grenade detonates, leaving you with a ringing in your ears, but no permanent harm. That's interesting. An underground oasis? Oh, there's a pit we found earlier from this area. Okay. There's no guarantee the secret door led to the right spot, either. We'll search it. Hello. The altar of Wrathgulkar the Insane. Suddenly, you notice the air around you begin to shimmer. You have entered some strange type of dimensional gate, and you begin to feel a little dizzy. As you fight to balance yourself, the shimmer clears ahead of you, and you are confronted with a huge stalactite covered in tiny runes. Weird stone mouths seem to open here and there, and then disappear. You feel an evil presence emanating from the hanging stone pillar. Based on your studies in the odd archives, you guess that the structure is an altar of some sort. You seem to have stumbled upon a pocket dimension that serves as a temple to Wrathgulkar the Insane, an elder god of immense power. A growing sense of paranoia seems to envelop you. It's a sentient, malevolent force that is seeking to overwhelm your psychic defenses. You're confronted by the malevolent will of Wrathgulkar the Insane, and it threatens to crush your very soul. You must fight to keep your sanity with a god-awful hand of a 2, a 3, and a 5. So, we are just gonna flat-out lose. You feel overwhelmed by the voices in your head and how badly all your card draws seem to be. They are screaming! They are always screaming about how bad the card draw is. You start to recognize different personalities on the voices and feel compelled to talk with them. That's when you realize you are in trouble. Good God! 7 sanity lost. There are so many voices inside your head. They scream, shout, and whisper evil thoughts, and you can't seem to make them stop. You just want them to stop. Please, stop! You realize that you must act quickly or you will soon begin to obey the commands of the voices that are screaming in your head. Wow, our chances to do this are very slim. I think just desecrating the altar is our best chance. You might be able to psychically damage the altar enough to sever its connection to Wrathgulkar the Insane. At the very least, you will have some fun tweaking the nose of a Dark Elder being and making a friend for life. A Knight of Wands and a Page of Wands. I don't think we're going to win this. We could Reckless Charge, but I'm not going to. If we had a few more good cards in our hand, I would. Okay, let's try using Shrivel Flesh. Oh, okay. Well, we'll take the 4. Let's just get that. Hello, King. You move to start your desecration, but some force stops your hand. You feel like you're trapped in a vice of utter despair, unable to lift a finger. Your mind clouds and you can't remember what you were even trying to do. Oh, -1 courage. Good for this creature. Let's try again. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and a 2 of Wands. We still fail. Again. Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Begin reducing the damage we're going to take. Hey! Awesome, we do it. You manage to tip the altar over and crack off... It's a stalactite, it's on the ceiling. You manage to tip the altar over and crack off a large sections of the face. You briefly sense despair turning into anger, but with a sudden snap, the connection to Wrathgulkar the Insane is broken. The air begins to shimmer rapidly, and you move quickly to leave the pocket dimension before it collapses. The Tower, Cups bonus, +1. Replenish all courage for any heroic feats in your inventory that require courage after this card is used to take a trick. That is incredible. Yeah, did I mention the altars give you good cards? They really do. It's a cavern. I don't know which way to go, obviously. Oh, come on. Let's double back and try this one. Another Cultist Patrol. We've dealt with Cultist Patrols before, but this one looks like they might actually get us. Oh, please tell me that clicked the 10. It did. win. Show me the bullets. Give me all the bullets. And experience point as well. Open all the doors, Tim, and try to find it. We'll go this way and see. Nope, not that way. It's gonna be ugly when I finally reach them. It's gonna be a massive fight, I think. Is this it? This might be it! I'm not familiar with this tile. I've never seen it before. I think we found the first of the tiles. Oh boy. 1 second. Going back to the main menu. Let's make sure the game is saved. Holy crap, everyone. Of course, this might not be it, but this is very promising. This is very promising indeed. Let's strut down the center like we're the king of the town. Yeah, this must be it. That's some sort of special encounter. Cultist Guardians. Whatever's behind the door must be pretty important. It's protected by a crack squad of Cultist Guardians. Fleeing won't help us here, so we're gonna slaughter them. We have a King of Swords and a King of Crowns. We also have an Ace, two threes, a 4, and a 5. A bunch of low-level cards, but our 2 kings will see us through this. You won the battle. The bodies of the Guardians lie strewn across the floor. You can hear chanting now from behind the door. Oh, look at this chamber. Oh, there's the girl. And the cultist there. Oh, we got to probably fight every single step up here. Oh, this is really bad. We don't have whatever special item we needed for this. Clue token. But you know what? We just don't have the time. We could back out and explore more, but that's likely to get us killed. We're here now, so let's walk up and do this. Cultist Worshippers. You see cultist worshippers prostrate on the ground facing the altar. A deep, sonorous chanting fills the long hall of the cult's subterranean temple. As you move forward, several of the cultists take notice of your advance down the aisle and rise up to face you, grabbing at you to prevent you from continuing. There's only one way forward, and you have to get to the altar to stop the sacrifice before it's too late. We got a good hand. King of Swords, King of Cups, Knight of Swords, Page of Wands. A 3 of Pentacles is our lowest card. We could still lose, though. We'll play the... Playing the Knight will let us win. Let's do it. You disable 1 cultist and evade 2 others. You advance further up the aisle towards the altar where the High Priest seems to be in the final ecstatic stages of using his sacrifice to open the gate. Wow, we gotta do this every single time up here. Let's use our lens. I might need... Oh, no, these are trap feats, basically. We don't... Except for Reckless Charge, we don't have any others. Shame we can't just sneak past them. Maybe stick to the side and come up this way? Oh, well. So we have to do this several times, I guess. Ooh, this time's going to be tough. We only have a Knight as our only face card. We have an Ace, a 2, a 4, a bunch of average cards. I'm not going to convert it to a page. I should have... That would have let us win. We can't win this one. You can't move forward and time is running out. Again, Queen of Wands. We have 3 aces as well. Alright, let's use our axe on our ace. Lets us win. Oh boy, okay. I can't really do anything there. We'll just play the ace. We lose absolutely horribly. No wands? Again, Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. This is a great hand. This should let us proceed forward. I hope. Just barely. Wow. Alright, stepping up. Stepping up. Alright, again, we have more trying to stop us. Again, we have to charge through the cultists. King of Wands, Knight of Swords. We have a 2 and a 3 are our low cards. We can't do anything against a Knight. I will use the King to reduce the damage we'll take. We can take the 7. We can take the 8, and we're through this one. Wow, we've made it. I can't believe it. Oh, actually there's more right in front of the altar. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and some 6s. You disable one cultist and evade 2 others. You advance further up the aisle towards the altar where the High Priest seems to be in his final ecstatic stages of using his sacrifice to open the gate. We've made it! Holy crap! Look at us stepping all the way forward. Let's try to stop him. Oh God! The sacrifice! The High Priest of this cult that apparently worships the Great Tentacled One stands over the sacrificial victim, a beautiful village girl who lies unconscious on a cold stone altar. With a ceremonial dagger held up high in the air, he seems enraptured in an odd, otherworldly chant. You can make out some of the words. Words, actually. Ia, Cthulhu Fatongan, I think. This may be your only chance to prevent the High Priest from finishing the ritual and sacrificing a young girl to open up the gate. Whatever awaits on the other side will probably be very hungry. This is it, everyone. This is the final challenge. And our best chance to do this is engaging in a psychic duel. We only get 6 tricks, though, which is terrible. But it's also... Oh, it's 2 points less? It's 2 points less. But we can use our psychic... we can't use spells or our sword or anything if we use psychic duel. As opposed to these two, we can use our spells and everything. It seems so weird to just attack the High Priest with the axe, but I think this might be our best chance. We get 2 more tricks, we still get 9 draw, and the target level's 17. Let's do it. We'll attack the High Priest. This lets us also use the grenade. The priest is completely enraptured in his ritualistic chant. You won't get a better chance than this. King of Swords, King of Wands, Queen of Wands are our high cards. We have a 2 and a 5 are the lowest cards we've got. This is it. We're using everything we've got. Reckless Charge. We'll roll our Bone of Cups. Oh, sorry, we have to then select there. Bump the card values down on one random not yet revealed card and then draw a trick. That was absolutely god-awful. Alright then, what next? Do I want to shrivel flesh? Not quite yet. Okay, we can take that 2 with our 6. Actually, what else do we have? We have the MK1 grenade. How does this work? Bump the card values up on all non-face played cards by +X. Oh, and we also can get pages, earn even more points if we have to use the grenade. I'm going to use cards. Let's use the tower. We can use our king. That lets us win. And it's just as well. Okay, we've won. Let's see what happens. You've managed to get to the altar before any guardians can stop you. The High Priest looks at you in shock, unable to comprehend how you could manage to interrupt this unholy rite. His body falls to the floor in a bloody heap, and the worshippers scream and shout and begin to scatter in mass panic. Oh, yes! You have killed the High Priest, routed the remaining cultists,
prevented the opening of a dimensional gate that would have surely doomed the entire world and saved the girl.
It's all in a day's work for an odd agent. Holy crap. Woo! Wow! I did not think Professor Weird was gonna do it. Holy crap. Holy crap. That High Priestess trick card saved us. That's all physical to get up to the altar, too. That's kind of terrifying. Well, we did it. I can't believe it. Holy crap, everyone. Thank you for watching. This was more Occult Chronicles. I won't be doing another, probably until a year from now when it's more Halloweenish again. I hope you guys have really liked this series. It's been... I've liked it. I've loved playing the game. Oh man, I get frustrated. I can't believe I cursed during this playlist. Thank you all very much again, and I will see you in the next one. Happy Halloween as well, everybody. Take care, everyone, and thanks again for watching. Oh man, that was awesome. Remember when we got all those impairments? I do. Oh god, it was horrible.